Abrodarians. Oroti besi je Abrodarians. Una mata na in the ground now. Now na the trend now. Abrode people. Who saw that video on Tunde Ednot's page? Who saw that video on Tunde Ednot's page? Who saw that video? Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing? Somebody said Naskit. Naskit where they happen steady. If you're watching me on TikTok, share the video. We're here to have fun today. Naskit where they happen for real life. Nigerian men carrying women from Nigeria abroad because they know what marry Oyinbo. They don't know say our girls are wild. We know this particular story is a skit, but I need us to discuss this. As in, our girls are wild. Girls gone wild. We not just they like admit, say, our girls bad pass Oyinbo girls. The only thing where our girls be say that they bad with culture. It get us that they use culture take bad. Someone said talk about Cuban issue. What's the Cuban issue? What exactly is going on with the Cuban? What's the Cuban issue? Kilon Shellen in Cuba. Paul Anthony. Waiting they happen for Cuba. Someone said no biscuito is very true. Abrodarians. Man. When I know they know how these things they take play out. Chai. Come. I'm putting up money guns. Yes, let me set a target. 20 money guns. If you're watching me on TikTok, I'm here to shout out to everybody. My top gifter on TikTok today. My top gifter on TikTok today. I'm going to follow you and I'm going to keep shouting about you till everybody follows you. So keep sending those gifts. Keep sending those gifts. Cubana Chief Priest. What do you do, Cubana Chief Priest? Is he all right? Why are you guys mentioning him? So I saw somebody mention him also on TikTok. What's going on? King Kufa. Thank you for your gift on TikTok. What's happening? I know they put mouth for that kind of matter. Now, person family drama. No, nothing concern me. So let us talk about Nigerian women abroad. This is a conversation that we need to have. All of them, they carry this gist. May they not carry your own gist like this. See as on mouth they sharp. Para. Sugar Destiny, a Broderian babe. Come and put mouth inside this matter. Wow. Now, wow. As in, you carry girl from Nigeria. Carry them go abroad. Send them go nursing school. She can't drive you for house. Destiny, how are you doing?
Good afternoon from my end.
This afternoon, where you sleep inside bed, you wear clothes, so.
That freeze, I work night though. Now I'm a night nurse, so
hey.
I work night to leave my kids for another person care, and my child will not recognize me as his mom or her mom. So I work night, I come home, I'll be sleeping, even though I can't even have a good sleep because it's too bright. If you can see, still I covered my eyes. I've been sleeping for like 5 hours. I was able to have 30 minutes sleep. Just give me a
Wow.
minute, let me shut my door so my kid's voice will not affect this call.
Come, I hear say you nurses, I hear say una dey date doctors well for una hospital. Say una dey do runs.
Doctor, please, I beg. My husband gets better Ebola. That one.
Hey, all right. Let's let the matter rest. Where's your husband? Where your husband go?
I think he's downstairs, apparently.
Try. So him they work daytime, you they work night.
My daddy friend, women they suffer past so this abroad.
Hey.
Those who get strength, they chase their husband away. A lot of women. That one not true.
They chase their husband away. How?
I cannot chase my husband. Okay, that phrase, it depends. Though sometimes the men and then be the fault. Like a friend of mine that just called me a few minutes ago before this live video. Actually, he was the one that woke me up. He needed something from me, and there was a girl I posted on my WhatsApp status 2 days ago. So many of my friends in Nigeria, there is this guy that sells gold in Nigeria. He commented, he was like, Sugar, please, this is your friend. I like how I told him you have a girlfriend. I wouldn't want to do that. So because she's a little girl, like I was working to bring her here for a nanny, for her to be with me. You know, just that she failed her IELTS exam, but the second time she passed. But that program, I'm supposed to submit that application January 1st. So which I couldn't meet up to submit. So I have to wait again to January next year, 1st of January. So that the same girl, this guy now called me this afternoon. Was asking me about that girl. That do I really know that girl very well? That he's interested. The reason why he called me is because his wife left him here. Yes, his wife left him. It's been how many years? They are new in Canada, but the story too long that he freeze. The wife left him. What happened, according to him, what happened was they came here 3 years ago, 2020, January 2020, him and his wife. And they started having issue. The wife said, you're not my kind of man. The reason why I married you is because you have dreams of going to Canada, and Canada has been her dream country. And now that she has acquired her dream, that the marriage can no longer hold. I'm telling you. So this was how they departed. And this guy has never told me anything. Like, each time I see him, I was like, guy, we're your girlfriend, this, that. He'd be like, you don't have a girlfriend. He wanted to be close to me to be able to share this story. So the day he visited me, he opened up and he told me everything. I was like, it's okay. My husband was like, you are not new. This story is not new. Like, it happens every day. It happens every day. So the guy actually called me in the principle of that girl that I posted 3 days ago on my status, that he likes her. So he was like, but she got scared though. I don't want somebody that will bring you again and she will leave me. I said, most of the time it's home training. If some girls don't have good training, basically things like this will come up, you know. And if girls don't really know what they want, you know, things like this come up. And when they earn more money than the husband, like that man said, invest in yourself. If you watch that video very well, I saw that video actually yesterday in a blog on Facebook, not even Instagram. Until I woke up now and I saw it on 28 months blog. So I was like, so this thing is real. At the time, I thought it was staged, it was a content, because I can't see the reason why the husband would still be calling the lady honey, and the girl too be calling her honey. You know, pack out, why you making the video? So for me, I don't really think, because if you see where this kind of thing is happening real, that is freeze, there is no room for sweet call. No honey, no sweetie, no love. They call, like, they start swearing to each other. But there was no swearing in that page, that video that I saw. So that made me think that was staged. I don't think it was real, if you ask me. Maybe they are looking for content, like they're chasing cloud. I don't know what else to say. I don't really think it's real, because I've seen a lot of people in this status. It's not a funny matter that it freeze. Will be on top of his voice. Yes. They will be on top of their voices, like dramas are going. If they have kids, you see children crying at the background. The husband don't care, the wife don't care. And she will start calling police right away. You won't even do that by yourself. Once police come, the woman will just stand. Whatever you say, that's what the police is doing. Pack your things and leave. The man will pack his things. Generally, no trouble, no question. Like, you just go. So, but that one I saw, that the phrase, I don't know. Even on the comment section, me, I'm the type that I like to read comment section. I don't even, for watch the video, I just go and read comment section and see what people are saying. Everybody was saying that this thing is staged. Even on this live video now, I saw people saying that the phrase was staged. That the phrase was staged, you know. So, but I don't know. But whether things like that they happen, it happens every day. Oh, I've seen a lot, plenty people. If they happen,
come now, the girl be this. Now that girl where you won't give the guy be this.
This is my picture that is close.
Where is the girl? Are they find the girl?
I saved my status on WhatsApp. That is free. I don't have it on WhatsApp. It was on my status on WhatsApp. I even have to give the guy the girl's how did they say it?
Show us the girl's picture. Make we see the girl.
My other phone not there here.
We fit find husband for Ramu. You can't hear me.
Because I'm muted.
Oh, okay.
The audience won't hear you.
Yes, you are right. You are correct. People don't suffer. So somebody said this woman a pimp. Alan, boy, they do pimp work. May we beat this boy.
It's not a pimp work. That is phrase. If somebody sees my friend and said you like my friend, you want to marry my friend, why I go keep the girl? I go marry my fellow girl. It's good to introduce people to people if they're interested for marriage. Let them marry. I like the girl. Like I was bringing her here for a nanny to be in my house. So if I have a younger, the guy actually asked me my younger sister, do I have any younger sister? My last younger sister just got married last 2 years December. Apparently she's pregnant. This is just 1 year she got married. I don't have any younger sister in my house. Or we are 4 girls, everybody's married. So, and you say you like my friend, and my friend is single, and I know you as a guy, you're single. Why not? Why not? I can say, oh, this is my friend. If you want to get married, as long as no be knock and go, it's something serious. Definitely, it is good. You can recommend. Does not mean I want this person to marry this person, because tomorrow you never know what is going to happen. So somebody will come cry for my ear. You put me into this marriage. No, I only recommend it. It doesn't mean both of you should live together. No. Now.
Make we even see whether people where they here they look for husband and people where they here they look for wife. If they look for husband, raise your hand.
Every single girl is looking for husband that is phrase. They go.
Even you, that means say you self want to upgrade your husband.
I don't need to upgrade. That is phrase I told you. My husband go last.
Hey, it's okay.
This December is making me 10 years of proudly married. That is phrase. As a young girl, most of my age they are still single, so I am blessed.
How old are you? How old are you?
Look very well now. That is phrase. How old do you think I am? Just guess.
Like 27.
I'm more than 27. My age, my look don't deceive people a lot.
Hey.
I want to be honest, but this is nobody call me honest anyways. But I'm more than 27 years. December will make me 10 years of marriage. It's not easy. And
wow.
It's not easy. My first child is turning 9 years this year. It'll be 9 years, my first child. So I don't understand.
So, but why did the girl tell your friend that she wants to break up with him because he's not her type of guy?
This is what my friend, because my friend is the guy, not the girl. The story is too long that it's free. The guy might be watching this live video because
share it so that people can know.
He's a very long fan person, like he's your fan good time. I believe he's watching this live video now. He's your fan.
Share his story. We want to hear this kind of story. What kind of wicked woman does that to a man?
I believe he's watching this live. Honestly speaking, he's a very shy person.
And you not mention his name now. Destiny.
I'm not mentioning his name. I mean, he will know the story. The other day I told him that I almost shared his story on the freeze live. He said he saw me. That was a day you brought topic like this. I almost shared his story, but I don't know how he's gonna feel. At the same time, his name.
He will not
He
know.
knows.
These
No,
women are
if
too
he sees me, he
wicked.
knows.
These abroad women who are too wicked. Wickedness, they will not blood.
Daddy Freeze, it's not us. Okay, let me bust your bubbles, Daddy Freeze. I have a friend of mine, when I first came here, my husband has lived here for 20-something years in Canada. So, we met in Nigeria and we end up getting married and we married, you know. And I was serving in Nigeria. I told him I have to finish my youth service because you never know tomorrow, right? Since I'm opportune to do this, I should rather do it. Then when I move over, I know that I have moved over forever. So when I came, my husband took me to his close pals, like his friends. That's you know, when you marry, now come your wife, go to show your friends now. You go tell your friend, this is Chima. For example, Chima has been my friend because my husband came from Montreal to a different province where we are currently. So this family are my husband's close pals family, like. So the man's wife, she's young as much as I am. So we became friends. So this lady, she's a doctor. She studied in Madonna in Nigeria. But coming here to upgrade, it wasn't easy for her. Because I tell people back home study and abroad is quite different. You know, in back home, if you ask your neighbor something, if you just quickly do one clinical cut piece of paper. Here, nothing like that. It's the opposite. Cameras are no invigilator is even invigilating you, but cameras are everywhere in your classroom.
So all that one where we did, that means Nigeria education sweet with that too.
Nigerian education has come that is free forget. That's why people die. I see a lot of people in the hospital. Shapina, you bring one guy here the other day. The guy is telling us how they inject the sister. A different medication that took the sister's life. Even the fiancé was there on the live video. This thing never reached 3 days that
No. It says accepted. That's not what they are saying.
It never reached 3 days when you bring this topic up. So if no doctor...
Come, that your friend that went to Madonna University, is she not practicing as a doctor in Canada?
That's what I'm telling you. It's not easy to upgrade that free. This girl has been upgrading for 2 to 3 years. She couldn't accomplish it. And I told that girl, the people, they get second choice in life. For school, they will tell you first and second choice.
But you, waiting you study for Nigeria.
That is not talk first, I go land there.
Wait, I just want to ask you, because person they follow me argue here. Waiting you study for Nigeria.
I did not do nursing in Nigeria. I did a different course.
What did you do?
Banking and finance.
You did banking and finance.
Yes.
And at that same degree, you collect your nursing certificate for America.
No, I don't live America, I live Canada.
For Canada.
So that is free.
Wait, now how you can't start nursing? I want to ask you one question. Wait, before you jump.
Please allow me, make I land, then you ask me your questions. I land. Make I land. This girl, I tell her, say, you see, babe, this like they get second choice. You better try nursing. I know you want to maintain what you study back home. But looking at the situation of things, you've been doing this for years and it's not working out. And she has, as of then, she has just one child, which she take her child to daycare. You know, sometimes she'll tell me she wants to study, so she'll carry the child and go to daycare. I will tell her, baby, husband is not around. So for me, I don't see any reason you're taking your child to daycare. They're not working. Your husband is the one paying every damn bills. This man, but if you prepare him, you better keep the child at home when the baby is sleeping. You can study. In the night, you sacrifice. That's how me, I did my own. In the night, I go sacrifice my sleep. I not go sleep. People call me, oh, should I don't gain weight? How can I gain weight? Suffer too much. I don't sleep at night. How I go take gain weight? So, let me call the whole story short. Finally, she couldn't make it. In my province here, it's hard to get admission. Like, you be on a waiting list for a long time. So most people, they travel to a small province to go and study. Then they came back here. So I advised her later, she got admission in a different province from where we are. Then they go there for the admission. She was like, the husband refused to move because the husband works in oil firm, like he's 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off. So within that 2 weeks off, the guy will run his own personal business. You understand? So it's not been easy. So to move over there, I thought that your husband might not go because the husband business is here in this province. And where they are going is a small province. So it will be hard for that man to carry his business there. Later, the husband saying, no, they go problem upon problem. Even my husband were able to talk, and the guy later agreed. And before then, they've been having issues upon issues. You know, sometimes the girl will lock herself in a room and she doesn't want to come out. What happened? The husband dragged her from the staircase. You know how staircase is? The man will drag the girl on her hand and be crawling on downstairs from the staircase. And the girl will call police. Police has visited their house countless times. They've chased the man away. The last time the man wants to come to my house, my husband told him no because I use my house for Airbnb. There is tenants living in my basement, so there is nowhere you can be. My upstairs is just 3 bedroom. My kid has 2, and me and my husband is sharing one room. So there obviously there's no place we can stay. So he moved to the other of my husband's friend, who their basement is free. So the guy was there for some couple of days, and they were feeding him. And this guy is not somebody that can bring a dime to support a woman. Oh, today I feel like eating a goosey soup. Oh yeah, take this $500 or $400, support it and make a goosey. You know, but the guy will eat freely 3 square meals a day and something like that. So after everything, the family. The guy left to meet with his wife, where the wife is, and the news I got today was like they have separated. And this guy, this is the second wife he married to. He married one other lady from African country. They have 2 children. And
okay. I want to ask you a question. What is the real problem with the guy now? Why is he breaking?
Not the person that is free. It's not every guy. Just like they say women wicked. That guy is an example of a man being wicked. You know,
okay, we have Natural Gambia. Wait, let's hear from Natural Gambia. Natural Gambia, how far?
I do, DF. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well,
yes, we can hear you.
Sis, good evening. I didn't hear your story.
Good evening.
Where do you live, Natural Gambia? Are you also in Canada?
UK.
Ah, no, thank God. No, that Canada be like saying a suffer head place.
Where? Canada?
Yes.
Canada is not easy. If you see my temperatures, I'm speaking to you now. You go wrong. We have minus 40 something degrees, minus 50.
God forbid. Even my freezer and a minus, my freezer and a minus 10.
It's more than my meal that it freeze.
Show us this snow.
Here is cold though. But everybody knows Canada.
Canada, a very nonsense place.
And they're not finding it funny at all.
This is my back side. This is my back corner that it freeze. You go see how. I don't know if you can see.
We dey see now. See the snow.
If you go see, it's very huge.
Now, when you have this kind of snow, una go sit down for house. Abi una go still go work.
You don't work now. You go pay my bills. Let it freeze. If I sit down for house,
go finish it for house now.
You go pay my bills every 2 weeks, so let it freeze.
Now, how do you work as a nurse in Canada? Hold on, as a nurse in Canada, how do you work? Do you work 1 week on, 1 week off, or you guys they work, they go?
Freeze for my own home. Just like you stated the other day, if you watch, so many homes are destroyed because a woman wants to make money. You know, this country, if you and your spouse, like both of you, are together. That's the most important thing. I don't care building empires. I don't care any for now because my kids are still little. My first priority now is my kids, my family to be united. We eat 3 square meals in a day. We're able to pay our bills and okay for now.
That's what's important, but they know they hear what they want to become billionaires. They want to become Dangote.
No, you know they work like that. That's why they're home. They scatter. Me, like freeze. I work 3 days a week. I work every Friday night, every Saturday night, and every Sunday night that it freeze. And my hours are 10 hours, which is 30 hours in a week. In 2 weeks, it's how many hours? 60 hours. Before, I used to work more. Like my mom is coming here in 2 days' time. If she come now, you know, I have 2 jobs. But the other one, I am just relieved. So I work when I want to work. It's not like I'm obligated to this, no. It's when I want to.
If I get it to you, sis, wait, make I talk something first. Okay. You see this thing you are saying there, all good and fine. But sure you know that it's not everyone that can cope like that. Like, you probably have a partner, I don't know, please correct me if I'm wrong. You probably have a partner that is bringing in as well. And then now 2, you know, pay package household. So 2 of them, they work, and they bring, and it's going far. Shay, Abby? Yeah. So you can afford to say that. I've noticed that, especially those who just came, because you might say they're also married, but they just came. Their leg never balanced. They are working all the hours that God brings because they cannot afford. Guy, my eye, they see something for this country. I've been here for what? 13 years. And for the first time in a very long time, I'm starting to look at my paycheck and think, wait, too. I not saved this month too. I spent everything. And that's a dangerous position to be in because I think the West is getting quite sneakily, uncomfortably expensive. If anybody has noticed, things are changing for us.
Now, wait. Before you start talking, the two of you, hold on. Nobody has bought a single star today. Which kind of, where I have 736 people watching me live. In fact, 737, one person just logged in. And not a single person has bought me stars. TikTok people, where are my gifts? Buy me money gone, oh TikTok. We are here to have fun. Big shout out to you on TikTok. Share the video on TikTok. This is how you buy stars. All of you. 759. When I don't increase, they go. No problem. Me, I know if you follow on a fight. Just go Facebook. Open your account for Facebook. Search bar, they up here, top right hand corner. Search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. This is the handle. You will see me like that. 829,000 followers. Scroll down to today's video. That's today's video. Click on the video. Scroll down to the bottom left hand corner. Click on the stars. You can see how to buy stars right there. Oh yeah, all of you. Oh yeah. Come over to Facebook and come and buy my stars. Now. Come on over to Facebook and come and buy my stars. Oh yeah. Come and buy my stars. Come to Facebook. Now. Let's go back to what we're talking about. Now they sell my market to the highest star buyer today. I go hail you. In fact, I go follow you. I go put you for my story. Highest star buyer today. I go put you for my story. Everybody, hey, somebody don't quickly run. Come buy stars. Oh, better person. Better person. Broom. Brume buy 700 stars. Brume. Now my obedient people where I like. No be all obedient people I like, because some of them too sabi fight. But Brume.
Leave obedience for now, I beg.
No, I'm not gonna leave them.
Yeah, this your topic is sweet, so let's go back to it.
Yes, so you said that living abroad is so expensive now. By the way, shout out to all obedience. I love you guys. You guys are amazing people.
We love you too.
So you said be obedient.
Full time.
Me I be Showore, but you know say Showore na the man go. Anyway, back to our gist. Buy me stars. I go put only Brume for my what they call her, my story. Okay, let's talk about this money situation abroad. Now, let me ask you, Destiny, how much do you earn in a month?
The freeze, I think that's not wise to say.
No, there's nothing anybody is hiding. You are not. Why?
I don't earn much, like I said, because
yes, but working 3 hours, 3 days a week, how much do you earn? So let's see if you.
I'm sorry, I can't say it. But just know that it is not the same as somebody who works full time, which is 80 hours, or somebody who did overtime. Overtime here, they will pay you a 1.5. For example, if your regular hour is $50 per hour, if you work overtime, they will pay you $75 per hour. That's 1.5. If you work on holidays, it's the same thing. Christmas, some offices they do 2.5. Some offices depend the office. So my sister is saying that people who came new, they want to work this, that the freeze. I tell people, don't put yourself in a mortgages that you cannot be able to come out. I realize things in this country. You see Nigerians, the Nigerians, they want to show up. I have a friend who changes her vehicle every year. She drives Mercedes Benz. She's on top of the letters every year. Now, for me, then they worry I can't do it. I've been driving my car for over 4 years now and still driving my car. You know they give me trouble. Why I want to change that for now? I'm not changing it yet. I will change it, but not now. Babe, they give me trouble.
Sure, you know everything I need. Babe, Sure, you know that rent is actually more expensive than mortgage in most parts. I mean, I don't know about Canada, but here it's actually cheaper to be renting.
I don't rent, so
now you think it's cheaper. It's not, because with rent you don't have to put a down payment. With mortgage you have to put a down payment. So what you are trying to say is the monthly payment is cheaper,
The monthly payment,
but you are going to have to put £20,000 down.
DF, as long as you, but most people have savings, and even when they're coming, most of our people, especially when they're married, they don't try. You know, you're working in a bank, your husband is a something director somewhere, you guys come. They usually prepare in advance, so they have that deposit and they can get that. In the long run, it's cheaper. Because don't forget, when you put that down payment, bank know they chop am, swallow am. You're like freezing your funds. In fact, it's not even freezing, sir, because if the house appreciates, the price appreciates. It's like an investment. So that your deposit, that your 20K, 50K, it'd be like best way put up for a bank or whatever. You will get it back when you sell your property. So if you can mortgage on average in Britain or I don't know anywhere else, here, guys, cheaper. As soon as I go on a mortgage, this thing just reduced. I beg. Britain is expensive. Please, have I said that before? I beg you guys, I'm not lying to you. Here is getting uncomfortable.
Okay. Brume, on the other hand, said mortgage is more expensive than rent. Brume said mortgage is more expensive than rent. Make una come buy my stars for Facebook. Go to Facebook and buy my stars.
Hey, Brume bros. Good evening.
Brume, how far?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
So abroad, rent or mortgage, which is more expensive, Brume?
In Canada, mortgage is more expensive, right? So I don't know how it is over there in the UK, but
cheaper.
Here, for example, right, for an average family with a combined income of $200,000, right, you can qualify for a house of about $700,000, and your mortgage will be about 5 to 6K, right, at the current rate. But to rent a house of the same size as what you own, you will only pay about $2,800 to $3,500. So in the UK, it works for them that because not everyone can afford to save a down payment. So getting into real estate in the UK qualifies you for lower monthly payments, right? That's why UK boys will buy a house and rent it out to other people. Those people pay rent, they pay the mortgage from that rent and keep the change. In Canada here, especially Ontario, if you buy a house and rent it out, you will add money from your pocket to make up the mortgage.
It's not in all cases. No, it's not in all cases.
In Ontario here,
I live in Calgary.
I said Ontario.
It's not the same. Yes, in Calgary.
Even in Calgary, real estate in Calgary is not so cheap anymore, right?
Let me tell you, we rent
I don't know when you bought your house.
Don't rent your house all. That's the secret. Don't rent the whole of your apartment. If you have a duplex, rent the room bit by bit. That's what we do. The room, if each room has its own bathroom, you can put each room maybe $700 for one person. And you have a garage. Then in the master bedroom, the person might be paying $1,000 per month. And that one will have a garage space to park. That person on the garage is paying for parking space as well. You include the garage. If you don't have garage, they park in the street. Okay, that one is still okay. But rent it bit by bit. But when you rent the whole apartment for one person, you might be losing money. And everybody in Calgary now.
So what
Calgary now,
here?
Airbnb gives more money here. Honestly, I will not say I kick. My tenant's moving with a lady, a female lady like Oyibo that he met here. So he just leave. My husband was so happy because we are waiting for him so he leaves to finish by August so he can leave. We want to use that for Airbnb. I live very close to the airport. Airbnb, somebody just check in, they check out. The other person that came, they came from the US. It was husband and wife. They stayed for 5 days. That 5 days, they don't pay us almost what they get for 1 month for that house. And now, so one guy just checked in yesterday, and that guy is staying for 31 days, which is 1 month. That one alone, I don't get next month money, go for hand. But you see, so these days now, when you stay like this, you like interact with people, you shop around and see how you can make more money.
You can plug your house that way.
you know
That's
what?
But is it legal? This thing you are saying,
Now,
is it legal?
the barriers to entry, right here, okay, especially now with the current, I don't know when you bought your house, okay, but now to qualify for a house, right, by the time you submit all the requirements, you go through the stress test and all of that, right, people are not qualifying for expensive houses anymore. So today, the average mortgage is $6,000 or $7,000. First of all, right?
Exactly.
Talking about renting out parts of your house. Not everybody wants to rent out rooms in the same house where they live, except they are single and they don't mind, right?
Single people.
What people do after buying your house, if it's more than 2 years old, you spend another $30,000 to $40,000 making your basement a legal basement. Meaning that it has to be, the person should be able to come in and come out as if it's an independent house. Okay? Now, to do that, it's a lot of investment. You have to increase the size of the windows. You have to make sure there's a door or something, right? So that's the best people can do, right? So they can at least make some income from the house. People who are single will actually move into their basement no matter what and use the rest of the house for Airbnb. But the bottom line today is that it is way cheaper to rent than to buy a house. If you don't move to Canada,
Yes.
it's way cheaper. People that bought houses last year, many of them are about to go insolvent. They are stuck with $7,000 mortgages that they can barely afford, you know. And
So, Brume, let's take this back a little. Let's take this back a little.
Complete the basement yet because you have to wait 2 years before you can touch the house.
Oh, wait, Brume. So people in Canada who jumped and bought houses are worse off than people who rented.
Today, yes.
Wow.
Today, yes.
Wow, this is mad information. Guys, I just gave you some mad information. All of you, we want wrong, go Canada. Wait, everybody. Some of you don't they waka go Libya, so they follow you talk. Una they watch me as una they trek for Sahara Desert. Some of them don't they swim the beach, they go. What God cannot do does not exist, no problem. Una don't learn lesson, come buy my stars. Brume where they teach una for free, you don't buy plenty stars. Musibo Gishen. Musibo, thank you so much. Musibo, don't buy like 500 stars. Thank you, God bless you. 680 stars. Don't nearly catch Brume. Zachary Brown, thank you. Oh yeah, how do you buy stars? Just go to Facebook. Facebook is the only place where you can buy stars. Go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE, and go there and buy my stars now. 800 and something of you watching me live, go and buy stars. You see, let me tell you something, Brume, here. I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly.
Very well.
Okay. During the recession in 2006, if I remember clearly, because I always observe things, I made some calculations. You see, your mortgage is how many years? Destiny, how many years is your mortgage?
To be honest, Daddy Freeze, I'm a wrong person to ask.
Okay, what is the average mortgage? What is the average mortgage?
What if you quarrel with your husband? I'm like, that's not my dream.
Hold on. Brume, what is your average mortgage?
My husband does. I do not know.
Okay, Brume, what is the average length of time for a mortgage?
So nowadays, right, because of the high interest rates, right, people are amortizing for 40, 50 years.
Good.
Because going down to 20, 30 years now, right, brings your monthly payments to like very, very highly unrealistic amounts. Yeah, you're probably lucky because you bought a house, right? People like us that just came to Canada, which year here, right? We are the ones seeing all these barriers to entry, right? So what's going on? Even for people that had variable interest rates, who were paying who entered when rates were like 0.25%, and now they are 4.5%, having to go and refinance and renegotiate and amortize for longer periods because they simply cannot afford the monthly payment. So if you did 20 years and for you it's okay, that's good, right? But nowadays the options are increasing, right? And take
But
note
here
that
it hasn't to Brume. It hasn't in UK. Very different.
the Canadian market is wild. It's very different
Yeah.
from
Sounds like
others,
it.
right? So I have seen 40-year amortizations, right? I have seen 25, I have seen 30. But
That's
take note,
25.
people in Canada, they treat real estate like stocks. Most people don't buy houses with the intention to live there and pass it on to their children. People buy houses waiting for the prices to go up so they can sell and make money. Even when realtors sell the idea to you, they tell you, look, don't worry, stay there for 2-3 years. When the market is crazy, you can sell and pocket your 200K. So that's the general mentality here, right? We're not buying the house to hand over to our kids. We're buying the house, waiting to make some capital gains, sell, and move on to another house, right? So, nowadays, like, because of the stress involved in making these monthly payments, especially private mortgage companies are giving longer amortizations, knowing that a lot of people will not stay in the house for the next 30-40 years. They will make a capital gain,
good you're saying this,
sell and move on.
It's good you're saying this because, in a way, it's just like showing us, obviously, showing people back home the difference in the different societies.
Now, hold on. Sorry, I was saying something.
Get the mortgage, hoping to stay in the house, as opposed to what you just said.
Now, I was saying something.
Average, max 30.
I was saying something before. I just wanted to ask the duration, because I can guarantee you in 30 years, you're going to see at least 2 recessions. A minimum of 2 recessions. Sometimes there are recessions every 10 years. Some there are recessions every 20 years. But just know that about every 10 years, there's a recession. And when recessions happen, house prices drop.
Yeah.
People lose their jobs. Now, if you are renting, imagine 2 people. Let's imagine 2 of us. Brume gets a job. He has $30,000. I have $30,000. I buy a Mercedes with my $30,000. Brume puts his own down as down payment for the house. His monthly rent and my monthly mortgage will be about the same thing. If in Canada, the mortgage will be higher. If in the UK, the mortgage will be lower, but they're always around the same thing, somewhere thereabout. Now, here's the thing here. If a recession happens, remember, you borrowed £300,000 from the bank to buy that house. The worth of the house is now £170,000, and you don't have a job. So something's got to give. You're going to be kicked out of that house. Now, if I'm renting the house, if I can't pay my rent again, I move from there. But you see, if you're mortgaging, if you lose your job and can't pay, you are left with a hole of £130,000. So it either damages your credit rating, or it is carried over to wherever you are going. You are still owing, because you borrowed £300,000 from the bank to buy a house. You have paid 60,000 out of it. The house is now worth 170,000. So the total of what you've paid and what the house is worth is less than what you have left. So you are owing the bank 60,000, 70, depending on what your negotiation is. So what do you do with that 60,000? You've lost the house, because if you don't pay 2 or 3, I don't know what the law is again. If you don't pay 2 or 3 mortgages, you lose the property. So you've lost the property. But the problem is, if you lose a property that is doing well, what you've lost is the property. But if you lose a property that you bought at £300,000 and you lose it at a time when that property is going for £170,000, the bank will not let you just walk away. The bank is not going to take that loss. So in instances like that, especially with long mortgages where you have like 30 years, 40 years, there's always going to be a recession. There's no way you have 30 or 40 straight years without a recession. When that happens, you better be prepared. Because the person who is renting will lose his job and lose his house and go and stay in a shelter. You will lose your job, lose your house, stay in a shelter, and be owing bank £100,000. So you also have to understand the dynamics. People don't, they just, you see, the problem we all have is we think like our parents thought. House is an asset, house is an investment. Once you get a house, you are okay. Get a house. That's the way our parents thought. And looking at Nigeria today, you can see that the way our parents thought did not take us anywhere. We have to, the difference between rich people and poor people is poor people don't see the big picture and they don't read the fine print. A rich man will buy this iPhone and spend 3 hours reading the instructions before he clicks accept, because he will look for all the indemnities that are there. And do you know that you can actually sue Apple and make money? But because you just bought it to show off, just click bah bah bah, somebody will sit down and look at a fault in the app and send his lawyers to Apple, tell them that, okay, what's going on? And Apple quickly call him aside and give him $100,000 and say, shh, don't tell anybody, we'll settle out of court, don't worry. So rich people are different from poor people. Rich people see the big picture. Poor people only see what they hear and the now. They are struggling with food, shelter, and clothing. That's their main problem in this life. But rich people, they don't chop, they get house, they don't wear clothes. So now to they explore other opportunities 9 days they are ahead. So when you are like that, you tend to jump and think you've gotten such a good deal, and it looks like a good deal for 10 years, and then boom, you enter a recession. And then you are now carrying a load that is bigger than you that you cannot pay off. Then you lose all what you've worked for. Do you know that during the housing crash in 2008, people lost everything they had worked for 20 years?
Yeah, that's true.
That's perfect.
So
The thing also, yeah, go on.
and they teach you now, make una go buy my stars. Oh. Go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze is DADDYFREEZE. Click on today's video, you will see me there waving hand like this. Hi Facebook, go there and buy stars. Make I the halo now. Yeah, go to Facebook and buy stars. Yeah, Brumer, you were trying to say something.
Yeah, so I was just going to say this, right? That, back home in Nigeria, many of these things are status symbols. Your house, your car, your phone. But here, nobody really cares, That's why my sister here was talking about how she's been driving her car for 4 years, right? It's like when I first came here as an immigrant, I didn't want to waste money buying a car, right? So I bought something very affordable. And I've been using it since I came, even though people tell me, you know, go change this your car. Think about it. My car is parked more than it is driven. It's always in front of my house. It's covered in snow right now.
It works. Yeah.
Why? Yeah, so I'm only changing so that when we go for events and we all walk out to our cars, I can be seen to be driving something nice. But in my own private moment, all I need is a car to drive to the train station or pick my kids from school or go grocery shopping, right? It functions, it moves, it's safe, right? I start it and it starts. So why should I change it if all I want is something to take me from point A to point B, right? And the same goes for houses. When you're trying to buy your first house, forget about, that housewarming where you want to impress people when they come and visit you, because that's what will land you in trouble. That mortgage, when you start to pay it, you'll be paying it alone or with your spouse. And there's something called being house poor here, where all the resources of the family goes towards paying the mortgage. It's happening to many people. So instead of chilling at home during the weekend like I'm doing now, I'll be out there doing Instacart, Uber, PSW work at night, running around just so that we can afford to pay the mortgage and have nothing left at the end of the day, right? So the advantages here to being in the market, right? When you have a house, there's home equity line of credit and some other things that you have. Even the equity you build on your home over time as you pay your mortgage, right, can be to your advantage in the future. But the key is just to get something that's affordable. If it's costing more than 60 or 70%, of the family income, then it's not worth it anymore. The house has become like a heavy liability, and then you have to start renting out your spaces to make extra money if you can, right? Otherwise, if there's a recession, those people who are spending so much money paying their mortgage, if one person in the house loses their job, that's it, done.
Yeah. No, it's a very good one, no, DF. But also, because I have someone is asking, are you now saying that renting is better than mortgage? I would just say it's in different societies, because that's Canada. Don't forget. Here in Britain, I'll give you an example. Let me use mine now. I was where I am. I rented a 1-bedroom in the city center for about 1 bedroom or for about 800 and something pounds a month. Now I moved down and go get my own place on mortgage. So this is now UK. So in comparison to Canada. So and then I get a 3-bedroom for under 800 pounds. I say that again. 1 bedroom I was renting for almost 900 pounds, 800 and something, 1 bed. And then I go and I get my mortgage for a 3-bedroom property, and I'm paying less than 800 pounds. Now, this is what I'm trying to say is different. So this is UK. Things are all getting a bit more expensive everywhere, but relatively here in UK, because we get our own peculiar wahala, it's still cheaper. Our mortgages tend to be cheaper than our rent. The renters are suffering like crazy. It's really jumping up, and the landlord can do whatever he likes anytime, any day. They will just change the things. Say that it's okay. If you don't want, pack out. Simple. But to a large extent, usually when you get your mortgage, you might fix it. You might hold it down for like 2 to 5 years on that rate. If you lock it in, it means that for the next 2 to 5 years, that under 800 or under 900 I say I'm paid. Under 800 I'm paid is guaranteed. It's not going to change. It might be waiting for me in the future after 5 years, but for the next 5 years, nobody's going to ask me for more than that. I just have to worry about my bills around me, my electricity, my gas. That's all.
So for me, right, I feel mortgages are better, but you need to be careful before you enter, just so you don't fall into a trap, that ends up, becoming a burden too much for you to carry in the future. So instead of going for that big fancy house that you want, go for the one that you can afford until you build your income and you build enough stability to be able to afford something bigger. And hopefully the value of the house that you get initially will rise.
Exactly.
So when you sell it, you have enough money to, make a substantial down payment on the next one to reduce your monthly payment. But when you think about it, how much we give our landlords in a year, right? That could have been directed towards equity in your own home. So for me, I think it's still better to be in a mortgage, even though here it's more expensive than rent. But if you think about it, we're just giving equity to our landlords, especially those ones who are fortunate to be in the group and bought houses a long time ago. So we pay them enough money for them to pay their mortgages and still have change. But the rest of us who just came now, we are facing a situation where renting is far cheaper, but at the same time, we don't feel good giving that money away to the landlords, right? We would rather work and have that money build up as equity in our own houses. Because when it's time to sell in the future, that counts as well, So it's like being stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea. You just have to decide at what price, what entry point is good enough for you at your current situation, and have a long-term plan, okay? You want that big 4-bedroom mansion, you might be able to squeeze and buy it now, right? But as the thing that pointed out, recessions happen. So you want to ask yourself, what is the worst case scenario, right? We have unemployment insurance. So if you lose your job, the government won't be paying you about $2,000 something, right? So if husband and wife lose their jobs, can EI pay the mortgage? That's the worst case scenario. Exactly. So
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, guys. Lovely to have you here, Brume. And this was indeed a very interesting session. And we're going to have quite a few of these sessions next week. I can see that people are interested in topics like these, mortgage or rent, especially Nigerians who are trying to relocate abroad. It's very important to understand what exactly is going on where you are going to. So we're going to have a lot of these conversations from next week. Thank you so much for joining. Those of you who bought me stars, thank you so much. You can still go over to Facebook and buy me stars. Thank you all so much. Destiny, sorry for waking you up and taking you away from your bed.
No, it's okay.
Natural Gambia, thank you, my darling sister. And Brume, thank you and God bless. I'm going over to join Taste Buds now. Let's see what she's talking about. Take care and God
All
bless.
right.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Nine.
So guys, hope you guys are doing well. Okay.
What we take serious, then it is nothing for them. Then what those things we take that thing we are too serious about it, then it's nothing. But those things that we don't see as serious here, it is against the law. You see, we and them we are opposite in terms of reasoning. We are opposite. You know, yeah, I mean, they'll be talking to me. I mean, we go to club. I'll be dancing with them. You know, they'll be touching me. I said, this guy will have this one. But they know I won't come collect their women. But at the end of it, but at the end of it, they will just stop and just go their way.
Bye guys. Take care.